Today's organization exists in a very different context. We have now distributed organizations. I said organizations are not just located in a particular town or even in a particular country, but organizations today are really a web of organizations that are distributed all around the world. Organizations no longer are a single entity, but they really are a very complex network, which then takes a different type of leader and a different type of manager. Not only do you have to be able to run a business, you have to really effectively manage people, but people from a wide variety of cultural backgrounds, and people who don't live in your own country oftentimes now. That's a real key piece, is that they're living and they're working in their home country, and so they continue to think in that worldview and in that mindset. So we really are moving from seeing things not just as a local business and an international business, but we're now seeing things as a global business, which is a shift from it's not really about international business anymore, it's about global business, and then therefore global organizations and global managers. It's also then a shift from seeing things from just a multicultural point of view, where I have a workforce that comes from different cultures, but they're in my home country. They're in the country where my organization is. I'm working now with people who are living in their home country, and that's the mindset, and that's the value set, and that's the type of leadership that they expect, and that's the way they think. That then gets us to this other rather interesting dynamic that's stretching today's managers, which is that I'm not just overseeing people from my own company. I'm now actually working with individuals and teams that are in another company that's outside my existing company. So now, not only do I have that sense of ethnic cultural issue, I'm now having to manage across organizational cultures as well, because I might have a network of organizations that I might have 2 or 3 members from organization A and 2 or 3 members from organization B, and then my own organization, and we all comprise a team, and we all have to get this product out together. So now I'm managing across organizational cultures, and then you put on top of that ethnic cultures and time zones. So it makes work a lot more complex now than what it was. And it's also very exciting and very challenging. So that's a big difference. So how do we create a team that has a level of expertise, where they know each other, where they trust each other so they can actually discuss and actually disagree? If there's no trust, and if I don't know you, I can't disagree. So how do I do that? Because I need to have a team that's extremely dynamic and creative and innovative and who can challenge each other. And I have to do it via technology because we're spread out all over the world. At times maybe in 3, 4, 5, or 6 time zones. So how do I do that? How do I really make a vibrant team? How do we do this in a socially responsive and sustainable manner? So now professional integrity, organizational integrity, helping out the common good has become a central focus as well. Those are some of the things that now are stretching university programs. Yes, an MBA is great, but it only teaches you how to basically do business. Traditional management programs, they get out more about, yes, how to manage, which is good, but how do I do this in a global context and utilize the technology? And how do I focus on really creating knowledge sharing and knowledge generating and knowledge applying networks? Saybrook's Masters of Management with a specialization in global workforce collaboration comes in, is that we try to bring all of those pieces together with that focus on, cultural awareness and also the sense of collaboration, because nothing is done alone. You have to be able to work alone, but also be able to work in a team.